first started here 7 years ago, during my interview, yeah, right, it's been a long time. But one of the things that they kept saying is we really want an elevator. We really need an elevator. And so, yeah, 7 years in the making, but we were pretty excited to be able to offer this to the community. We'll try to expand services. We have a new logo, a new name, and we're just really excited to be able to provide this service for people in our community. There's real need for it to have the elevator. So, yeah, just really proud and excited to have this addition to the building. So I will actually, I'm going to turn it over to Linda. Go ahead.
I'm the current chair of the library board, and first of all, I think I'd like to introduce my board. Patrick May, Pulliam, Karen Potts, and Dick Davis, who is not here, and it's been a wonderful board. They have all been very involved in the library process, as how we all are. And the elevator project has been kind of a long and arduous process, so please enjoy it.
And then we also asked Gary, the mayor, to say a few words. This is a city building.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah. Well, you own the building.
I appreciate the notoriety.
Right?
Good morning, everyone. This is very exciting. I actually had some notes for some of the details here. As you may know, you can look on the 468 app that has just been launched, and the narrative for the library is on there, so that's a plug for them and the app. But there's some historical things about this library that are very amazing. In 1902, there was a Mr. Daniels, I think that, or Daniel Buchanan, that contributed 550 volumes of his private library to start this. And by 1907, the cornerstone was laid after $10,500 from the Andrew Carnegie. I should look at my notes, right? But the amount of money in those days, you know, you think 1907, $10,000 was tremendous. And this thing has gone on ever since then, you know, and it's really a major part of this town, you know. The library is kind of the cultural quality center of a community. And of course, although Ritzville is very appreciative of it, you know, this library represents the entire county. And so we're very proud of that. The recent upgrades, you know, with the elevator and stuff, opens up things for folks that up to now have not maybe been able to access a lot of this stuff. It's very, very major, and it's very much appreciated. And I'll thank you on behalf of the community as well, because it gives a lot of people access to these things. So I appreciate it, and thank you for the opportunity to be able.
Just a quick plug also, I kind of forgot to mention, so, you know, talking about the history of the library, the Historical Society put together a really great quarterly newsletter with all the history of the library. So if anybody's interested, it's our 110th anniversary, and it's got some great historical information. So yeah, feel free to grab one of those before you head downstairs. We're also really excited because March Dick, who is a longtime librarian, came over from Rose Slade, and she would like to say some things. So we're excited to have her here. So go ahead, March.
So throughout the years at Ritzville Public Library, there have been new programs and there has been building improvements. And one of the major updates when I was the library director was to restore the use of the room down in the basement. The floor had caved in, and it seemed not only was it a hazard, but it certainly had space down there. Many people have served on library boards throughout the years. Many people have been volunteers, and there's been many dedicated staff people that have kept this Carnegie Library functioning and the building well maintained and ready for this elevator today. Even before the Americans with Disability Act came in 1990, we dreamed of how the building could accommodate people so that everyone could have access to the library. However, our city's monies were very tight budget, And each year, I would go and beg the county commissioners, and they wouldn't necessarily have to give it to us, but would give us some funds then, so that we could provide at least the basics here. Becoming the official Ritzville Library District number 2 in 2000 gave property tax funding, and that was much needed boost to branch out into all kinds of things that are needed in this day and age. I want to thank you, Kylie, for coming to Ritzville to be our first director with a degree in library science. And her expertise and energy has brought library services to many, many in this area. It's been a lot of planning, a lot of hard work for her and the staff and the library board and volunteers, I'm sure, because we relied on volunteers from day one, I think. And to see the realization of this elevator, thank you for a dream come true.
All right, we'll go ahead and do the ribbon cutting, and then we will, let everybody have elevator rides. Not all at once.